Have you ever caught yourself wondering how many good years you really have left after turning 70? It's a question that quietly lingers in the back of our minds. Each birthday feels like a gentle reminder that time is ticking. And while no one can say exactly how much time we've got, your body has its own way of dropping clues, small signs that can hint at just how long and how well you might live. Some of these signs are subtle, but they could hold the key to not just living longer, but living better. Imagine feeling vibrant and energetic well into your 80s, or on the other hand, dealing with health struggles that shorten your time with loved ones. What if the way you walk, sleep, or even how you handle stress could be telling you how many years you have left? In this video, we're going to reveal 7 scientifically backed signs that can predict how long you might live after 70. These signs are based on real research and observations from doctors who study longevity. By recognizing these signs in your own body and lifestyle, you'll have the power to make changes now that could add years to your life. From your balance and grip strength to how well you sleep and manage stress, we'll break down everything you need to know. Stay with us until the end, because you might be overlooking simple things that could have a huge impact on your health and longevity. Don't wait for the doctor's visit to tell you it's time to take charge. Let's dive in and learn how to live a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now let's begin. Sign 1. Your ability to stand on one leg balance is something we often take for granted until it starts to slip away from us. It's not just about being able to stay upright. It's a clear indicator of how well our body is aging and how long we might be able to enjoy life. The ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is a surprisingly strong predictor of longevity and overall health. It's one of those small tests that reveals so much about our physical and mental well-being. Research has shown that those who struggle with balance are at a much higher risk of falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline as they age. On the flip side, those who maintain good balance well into their later years, into their 70s and beyond, tend to experience longer, healthier lives filled with independence and vitality. Now let me paint a picture for you. Picture 2 women, both in their early 70s, Lisa and Karen. Lisa has always prioritized her physical health. She walks daily, practices yoga, and can lift 1 foot off the ground for several seconds without so much as a wobble. For Lisa, balance isn't just a skill. It's a sign of a life well lived, one that's active, intentional, and full of energy. Now imagine Karen. She's someone who hasn't given much thought to her balance over the years. She hasn't made it a point to keep her body in check. When Karen attempts to stand on one leg, she immediately starts to tip over, desperately reaching out to hold on to something just to keep herself steady. But what Karen doesn't realize, what so many of us fail to recognize, is that this loss of balance isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's a glaring warning sign that something deeper might be happening. It's a signal that her muscle strength is weakening, her coordination is slipping, and perhaps even her brain's ability to process information is declining. Balance isn't just about strong legs. It's about a healthy, sharp nervous system and an active brain. It's a full-body experience, one that requires strength, coordination, and brain power. If you're finding yourself stumbling more often, struggling to steady yourself when turning quickly, or even needing to grab onto walls or furniture just to feel secure, it's time to pay attention. But here's the good news. Balance can be improved. It's not something we're stuck with. It's something we can work on every single day. Start by incorporating simple exercises into your routine. Try standing on 1 foot for a few seconds, walking heel to toe, or even practicing light Tai Chi. These are small steps that over time will make a big difference. So let's put this to the test right now. Stand up and lift 1 foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling? If you can, that's great. Keep it up. But if you're having trouble, don't worry, don't panic. Instead, see it as a call to action. The sooner you start working on your balance, the stronger and steadier you'll be for the many years ahead. The best time to act is always now, and this small change can lead to a lifetime of stability and health. Sign 2. Your grip strength. It's amazing how something as simple as a handshake can hold the key to your health. Imagine every time you meet someone, your grip says a lot more about you than just hello. Research has shown that grip strength is not only a measure of hand power, but one of the clearest indicators of your overall vitality, particularly as we age. A firm handshake signifies strength in muscles, blood circulation, and a nervous system that's working like it should. However, a weaker grip is a signal, quietly warning of muscle loss, frailty, and even potential health risks that could sneak up on you without warning. Take Michael, for instance, a 75-year-old man who always prided himself on his strong, steady handshake. He had built up his strength over the years, stayed active, and even lifted light weights to maintain his fitness. Michael's hands never failed him. He could open jars, carry groceries with ease, and show confidence in every handshake. But then there's David, also 75, who used to breeze through tasks like twisting bottle caps or holding bags with no problem. Over time, though, he noticed these simple tasks growing harder. He shrugged it off, blaming it on aging. But in reality, his diminishing grip strength was a red flag. It was an early sign of muscle loss, something that could increase his vulnerability to falls, injuries, and worse yet, a shorter life expectancy. Our hands, in their quiet strength, are a reflection of our body's overall health. If your grip starts to weaken, it's not just your hands that are struggling. The decline in strength often mirrors a deeper issue within your entire body. With each loss of strength, maintaining independence, staying active, and keeping that resilient spirit becomes more and more challenging. But don't lose hope, because here's the beautiful part. You can rebuild it. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or lifting light weights can keep your grip and your muscles strong. So stop for a moment. Test your grip. If shaking hands doesn't feel as strong as it used to, or if you notice that those daily tasks are starting to feel more demanding, don't just brush it off. Your grip today could be the key to how you hold on to your life tomorrow. It's a simple check, but one that could make all the difference in your future. Sign 3. Your walking speed. It might sound surprising, but one of the most powerful indicators of how long you'll live after 70 doesn't come from complex tests, expensive procedures, or even the food you eat. Instead, it lies in something much more fundamental, something you do every single day: your walking speed. Yes, you read that right. Your walking speed. Research has shown that people who maintain a brisk and steady walking pace well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer than those who allow themselves to slow down significantly. Walking speed is not just about mobility. It's deeply intertwined with your overall health, your muscle strength, cardiovascular health, and even the condition of your brain. Think about two people, Mark and Brian, both 73 years old. On the surface, they may appear to be in the same boat, but the difference in their walking speeds speaks volumes about their health. Mark is someone who walks every morning, maintaining a steady pace as he moves through his neighborhood. His steps are firm and confident, and he moves effortlessly, whether it's crossing the street or climbing a set of stairs. His body doesn't seem to be struggling. It's working in harmony, strong and resilient. Now compare that to Brian. Over the years, he has noticeably slowed down. He takes more frequent breaks during his walks, and he struggles to keep pace with others, feeling a sense of unsteadiness with each step. His movements have become hesitant, and it's clear that his body is not as strong or agile as it once was. While Mark's brisk pace suggests that his body is functioning optimally, Brian's slower, more labored walk is a red flag, a warning sign that something deeper might be going wrong. A slower pace isn't just a natural part of aging. It's often linked to issues like muscle weakness, poor circulation, and even the early stages of neurological decline. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Our legs are our foundation. And when that foundation begins to crumble, it has a domino effect on our entire body. If you've noticed that your walking speed is decreasing, it might not just be a sign of getting older. It could indicate that your body is struggling in ways you may not even be fully aware of. The great thing, though, is that walking speed is something you can improve. It's within your control. The more you move, the more you strengthen your muscles and maintain your cardiovascular health. If you find yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Take action. It could be something as simple as walking a little further each day, incorporating light weights, or doing leg exercises to build strength. Ultimately, your walking speed isn't just a measure of how fast you can get from point A to point B. It's a reflection of how strong and healthy your body is and how much longer it can continue to carry you through life. So, make it a point to pay attention to your pace. It could very well be the simplest and most telling way to check in on your longevity. After all, how fast you move through life could be the key to how long you can keep moving. Sign 4. Your sleeping patterns. When it comes to your health, the quality of your sleep speaks volumes about the life you're likely to lead. Sleep isn't just a luxury. It's the foundation on which everything else rests. It's the sacred time when your body mends itself, your immune system gets its much-needed boost, and your brain clears away the toxins that accumulate throughout the day. Yet, in the hustle and bustle of life, many of us take sleep for granted. But the truth is, your sleep patterns could be one of the most telling signs of how long and how well you're going to live. Research overwhelmingly shows that those over the age of 70 who get consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer and enjoy more vibrant, healthier lives. In stark contrast, those who suffer from poor sleep or struggle with insomnia face a significantly higher risk of serious health issues. Memory decline, heart disease, and a weakened immune system are all intricately linked to inadequate sleep. It's more than just feeling groggy in the morning. The consequences of poor sleep stretch far beyond that, impacting your quality of life in ways you might not immediately realize. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine 2 men in their mid-70s, Tom and Kevin. Both are roughly the same age, yet their sleep habits couldn't be more different. Tom has a consistent bedtime, falling asleep easily and getting a solid 7 hours of sleep each night. When he wakes up, he feels refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. On the other hand, Kevin struggles night after night with restless, fragmented sleep. He tosses and turns, waking up multiple times and sometimes even spends hours lying awake, staring at the ceiling. Over time, Tom's physical and mental health continues to thrive. His mind is sharp, and his energy stays steady throughout the day. Meanwhile, Kevin starts to feel the effects of his poor sleep. Brain fog clouds his thoughts, fatigue weighs him down during the day, and his blood pressure starts to fluctuate. The A. Decline is subtle at first, but it's real, and it's directly tied to the lack of rest he's getting each night. So if you're waking up often in the middle of the night, having trouble staying asleep, or waking up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed, don't ignore it. Your body is speaking to you, and it's trying to tell you something important. Poor sleep can stem from many different causes: stress, poor diet, lack of exercise, or even conditions like sleep apnea that often go undiagnosed. But here's the good news: sleep quality can be improved. It's not about settling for exhaustion or just getting through the day. Simple, intentional changes can make all the difference. Things like reducing screen time before bed, establishing a bedtime routine, getting sunlight exposure early in the morning and avoiding heavy meals at night can help reprogram your sleep patterns and restore the restful slumber your body craves. Sleep isn't just about feeling well rested. It's about optimizing your health, vitality, and longevity. It's about ensuring that your body and mind are functioning at their absolute best every single day. So tonight, take a moment to reflect on how you sleep. If you're waking up feeling drained, tossing and turning, or if you've noticed that your sleep has changed over the years, don't ignore it. It's time to make those small but powerful adjustments that will pay off in the long run, leading you toward a healthier, more vibrant future. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits as we age. One of the most telling signs of how long and healthy our lives will be is the way we approach food, especially after 70. A healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet are vital to maintaining strength, energy, and a resilient immune system. But when your eating habits start to change, it can serve as a warning that your body might be facing deeper issues. The way we nourish ourselves, or fail to, has profound effects on our longevity and overall well-being. A sudden loss of appetite, poor dietary choices, or a steady decline in food intake can hasten the aging process, weakening our bodies and spirits in ways we may not even recognize until it's too late. Take, for example, 2 women, Diane and Patricia, both 72 years old. Diane is a lively woman who relishes every bite of her meals. She enjoys a variety of fresh, whole foods that she carefully selects and prepares. She takes pride in cooking for herself, and her consistent and balanced diet keeps her energized and healthy. Diane has the strength to carry on through the day, with vitality that belies her age. Meanwhile, Patricia has noticed that she no longer feels the same hunger she used to. Meals feel like a chore, and her interest in food has waned. She often skips meals, choosing convenience foods that lack nutrients, and has seen a noticeable decline in her weight over the last year. What Patricia doesn't realize is that this shift in appetite is more than just a passing phase. It's a glaring signal from her body. Her decreased appetite could be an early warning sign that her body isn't absorbing nutrients properly, which might be compromising her muscle health, slowing her metabolism, and even weakening her immune system. A loss of appetite in older adults isn't something to brush aside. It's frequently linked to health issues like digestive problems, hormonal imbalances, or in some cases, the early stages of cognitive decline. When we eat less, our bodies begin to break down muscle tissue for energy, which leads to frailty, weakness, and a greater risk of falls, injuries, and illness. It's a downward spiral that can become harder to reverse as time goes on. Eating well after 70 isn't just about filling your stomach. It's about nourishing your body and soul with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Nutrient-dense foods, staying hydrated, and addressing a dwindling appetite are all essential in maintaining your health. Never dismiss the signs of a shrinking appetite. It's your body's way of telling you that it needs care and attention. Ask yourself, do you still look forward to your meals? Are you fueling your body with the right amount of protein, fiber, and healthy fats? Have you noticed any decline in your energy or appetite? The choices you make today with your diet will directly shape the strength and independence you experience in the years to come. It's not just about surviving. It's about thriving, with a full heart and a nourished body carrying you forward with resilience and joy. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress as you grow older. The way you handle stress becomes a powerful indicator of not just how well you manage day-to-day life, but also how many years you might have left. After the age of 70, stress is no longer a simple nuisance. It can be a silent, destructive force that shortens your life. Chronic stress isn't just a feeling of unease. It deeply affects your body, weakening your immune system, heightening the risk of heart disease, and speeding up the process of aging. But here's the hopeful part. If you've developed the ability to manage stress effectively, you can stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp for much longer, adding not just years to your life, but life to your years. Take, for instance, 2 men, Charles and Anthony. Both are 74 years old, yet their experiences with stress couldn't be more different. Charles faces the typical challenges that life throws his way: unexpected expenses, the occasional health scare, and the complexities that come with family dynamics. But despite these hurdles, Charles has found peace in handling them. He practices deep breathing, embraces moments of stillness, and finds joy in staying socially connected. When problems arise, he doesn't let them consume him. He knows that worrying only adds to the load, so he takes what life gives him, processes it, and moves on. Then there's Anthony. He's also 74, but his relationship with stress has become a heavy burden. He tends to dwell on the smallest frustrations, constantly frets about things he can't change, and allows anxiety to control his thoughts and shape his day. His body is in a constant state of tension. His sleep is disturbed, his blood pressure is often elevated, and his outlook has grown dimmer with time. While Charles continues to thrive, mentally clear, emotionally steady, and physically active, Anthony finds himself withdrawing, fatigued, and more susceptible to illness. Stress doesn't just shape your mood, it shapes your entire body. When you live in a constant state of stress, your body begins to break down. Your heart, your brain, and your immune system all pay the price. But the good news is that stress management is a skill, one that can be learned and practiced at any age. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, connecting with friends, walking in nature, or simply pausing to take a few deep breaths, these moments of calm have a lasting impact. So ask yourself, how do you deal with stress? Do you carry it with you everywhere, or do you find ways to release it? Are you gentle with yourself when life feels overwhelming? Managing stress doesn't mean avoiding life's challenges. It means developing the tools to face them with grace and resilience. And by doing so, you give your body and mind the best possible chance to thrive in the years ahead. Sign 7. Your social connections. Your social connections, more than just a source of emotional comfort, can be one of the most profound indicators of how long and how well you will live after 70. Studies upon studies have highlighted a startling truth. The strength of your relationships, whether with family, friends, or community, has a direct influence on your health and longevity. It's not just a matter of feeling good emotionally. Having a strong support system plays a crucial role in maintaining your physical health too. Loneliness has been linked to devastating effects on the body, including higher risks of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment too below to let me know that you are still here with me. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine two women, both 76 years old. Cynthia and Donna. Cynthia, the picture of vitality, is surrounded by the warmth of her social network. She's actively engaged in her life, keeping in touch with old friends, participating in a lively book club, and spending quality time with her children and grandchildren. She finds joy in her conversations, her laughter echoing with genuine happiness. Every day she looks forward to these meaningful interactions, feeling truly connected to the world around her. In contrast, Donna's world is quieter, more isolated. Over the years, she has lost touch with many of her old friends. While she has family nearby, she rarely reaches out, and the silence grows louder as the months pass. Slowly, loneliness creeps in, dimming her spirits. Her mood darkens, and it's not long before her health begins to show the strain of that disconnection. The truth is, human connection is far more than just a source of emotional support. It directly impacts your physical well-being. When we engage with others, our brains remain sharp, our stress levels lower, and our bodies release healing chemicals that promote overall vitality. Socializing isn't just about passing the time, it's about keeping yourself alive in the most holistic way. Yet, I know that in today's world it's easy to pull back, to isolate oneself when life gets overwhelming. If you've noticed that you're withdrawing from social activities or avoiding phone calls, take a hard look at that behavior. Ask yourself, is it helping you, or is it silently sabotaging your health? Staying connected doesn't mean you have to be constantly surrounded by a crowd. Even small acts of connection can have a lasting impact. Reaching out to an old friend you've been meaning to call, joining a group that shares your interests, or making a point to have meaningful, deep conversations with those around you. These seemingly small efforts add up. They can be the difference between a vibrant, connected life and one slowly fading into loneliness. These relationships don't just bring joy, they help you live a longer, healthier life. Now that you've seen these 7 signs, take a moment to truly reflect. Where do you stand? Are you moving through life with the strength and confidence that comes with staying engaged? Or have you noticed some subtle shifts that could be warning signs? The beauty of this journey is that most of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections, are things you have control over. The future is not set in stone. The choices you make today can profoundly shape how many years you have ahead of you. If you recognize areas that need improvement, don't wait for the doctor to give you a nudge. Start today. Take that walk. Strengthen those muscles. Prioritize restful sleep. Stay socially connected and actively work on managing stress. Your path to a healthier, longer life is in your hands, and it begins now. As we wrap up, I want you to take a moment and reflect on what you've learned today. These 7 signs aren't just facts. They're keys to unlocking a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. So what stood out to you the most? What's one thing you've learned today that you're going to bring into your life starting now? Maybe it's taking control of your physical health, focusing on your sleep, or rekindling those precious social connections. Whatever it is, I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you're going to practice in your daily life. Your insights could inspire someone else to take that first step toward change. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means so much, and it helps us continue, bringing you valuable content to guide you on your journey. Stay healthy, stay connected, and remember, the power to live well is in your hands.